Number 10, Red Dawn. So get this, right? These Soviet soldiers invade America and take over a small town. Bad news for them is that that town is home to Patrick Swayze, and he's ex-military, and as we all know, being a vet means possessing superhuman cunning and strategizing. So he goes on a one-man mission to repel the USSR invaders, and by the end of the movie, earns the title of Wolverine. Number 9, John Wick. These fucking commies break into this guy's house, 86 his dog, and steal his car. Little do they know, he's John Wick, an enigmatic ex-hitman who got the nickname Boogeyman for all the commies he killed in their sleep. So he goes on a total rampage, using the skills he learned in the Marine Corps to make easy work of those Soviet scum. The most satisfying part of the movie has gotta be when he plants one right in that repulsive-looking one's head. Spoilers, I guess. Number 8, Red Dawn. In this sequel with the same name as the original, those fucking commies just don't learn their lesson. So they invade America again, only this time they sent their Squintin' division, and I'm okay with this. Come on guys, it's 2020, more diversity isn't hurting no one. I would've put this one lower on the list than the original because Wolverine doesn't come back for it, but it does have superior directing, writing, and acting, so for that reason I subjunctively think it is better. But that's just my opinion. Number 7, Born on the 4th of July. My man Tom's in this one. He plays an aspiring young athlete who gets drafted, which is a totally reasonable and ethical method of recruitment, into the Vietnam War. Once there, he mows down those commies like it was second nature to him. I never seen anything like it. Now, I didn't finish watching this one, but knowing Tom, I'm sure everything turned out red, white, and blue in the end. Number 6, 27 Dresses. So this chick is a wedding planner who puts her heart and soul into each and every wedding as though it were her own. She even gets to be maid of honor at the wedding she's working on. And after the job's done, she keeps the dress from that particular wedding. Hence the titular name of the movie, 27 Dresses. It's an emotional roller coaster that challenges us to look within ourselves and ask what makes us happy so that we may better understand how to truly fulfill our purpose in life. Number 5, Rocky 4. These fucking commies think they can invade our land, kill our dogs, and now go toe-to-toe with us in the ring? You better believe old Balboa's got something to say about that, especially after that test tube Soviet killed his black best friend in the ring. So Rocky trains, harder than he ever has before, and goes to Ruskyville to whoop roided Randy on his home turf. And after that, Rocky uses his victory lap to tell those commies how much they suck to their faces. Truly an inspirational classic. Number 4, The Dark Knight Rises. First time I watched this one, I didn't really think much of it. I mean, I liked how Catwoman rode around the Batbike, but otherwise it didn't really match up to The Dark Knight for me. That is, until I saw this Facebook post about how the whole movie is an alligator for the struggle between capitalism and communism. Batman represents the wealthy, productive side of society, and Bane stands for the criminal underclass of stooges and stealers. And just like in history, capitalism wins in the end. It's really quite poetic when you think about it. Number 3, Watchmen. I don't really remember much of what happens in this movie. It was kinda long, but there was this one scene where like the blue dude got huge and just annihilated some rice commies. And then, the comedian, best character in the movie by the way, got out of a helicopter, whipped out a flamethrower, and went Old Testament on their asses. Next time, they'll think twice before sharing. Number 2, 300. This masterpiece can be summed up in one glorious sentence. The West is the best. 300 sees the Republicans of yesteryear faced with unjust bureaucratic obstacles just for wanting to protect their way of life. If that isn't insidious, I don't know what is. So they defy their oligarchic overlords and choose to fight the sand commies as free men rather than die because some fucked up broad from the hills said so. Number 1, Team America World Police. This movie is unadulterated patriotism, plain and simple. Films that show America as the force for good that it truly is are few and far between. But even though the movie takes an unbiased approach in its portrayal of the US, it isn't afraid to explore nuanced geopolitical issues. I think the best example of that would be when one of the terrorists says, Durka Durka Muhammad, a sentiment that I think goes quite a ways to respectfully deconstruct the complex relationship between Israel and Palestine in our current heated political climate. But anyways guys, that's my top 10 favorite movies list. And just remember, everyone's got an opinion, and just because you disagree with someone else liking something doesn't necessarily mean they're a communist. But they might be. So we must remain ever vigilant lest we let any more of those picket-pocketing palookas into our great nation. Thanks for watching, see you later.